Good evening and welcome on in to another round of From Day One, the evening edition. So we can have some fun. And as always, we have our sovereign citizens, flat earthers, auditors, and just people who don't know how to handle court in a Zoom world. Speaking of that, that's where we will begin this evening. We start with a little bit of fun in Judge Boyd's court. Let's begin.
All right, everyone, welcome to the 187 District Court. Again, I'm not wearing a robe because I'm zooming from chambers, and it has been close to 3 years, and the heating AC still has not been fixed in the office, nor has the waterlogged carpet been changed. So I think we have a little bit of mold going on too back in chambers. Today is Tuesday. I hope everyone celebrated Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday yesterday, but whenever we have a Monday off, then Tuesday becomes a Tuesday and a Monday. These are the rules of the 187 District Court. You are in a courtroom, so whether you're at your home or at the gym, you are in a courtroom. Anything you could not do if you were physically in this courtroom, you cannot do on this Zoom screen. If you violate the rules while on Zoom, your Zoom privileges will be revoked and you will have to appear in the 187 District Court. The courtroom is located at 300 Della Rosa. It's on the 4th floor. And if you have to come downtown, you're going to have to get the Via bus. If you catch the Via, from when I caught the Via bus, they didn't give change, so they will not be giving you change. Or either you're going to have to catch an Uber or a Lyft. If you drive downtown, what you're going to find downtown is you're going to find a lot of one-ways, a lot of constructions. And if you are lucky enough to find parking space, you're going to find that parking the price of parking has greatly increased.
Mother, she's telling you don't do it.
You can just put it right there. Thank you. All right, to all the inmates, you are not allowed to use the chat box. You are not allowed to use the internet. If you do either of these things, you will be sent back. As you can tell, there's a staffing issue. So in which case, when you're sent back, we'll probably see you in 60 to 90 days. If you are wearing a mask, that mask only works if it's covering your mouth and your nose, Mr. Garcia. You are wearing a mask not for yourself, but mostly for the protection of others. To all of those who are not in custody, but are at your home, at your work, at your job, there's to be no laying in bed. There's to be no using of the restroom while on Zoom. If you need to go to the restroom, you need to take a break then, but there is not to be brushing of teeth, combing of hair, doing of laundry, laying in bed, cooking of breakfast, and eating breakfast. I know you probably say, why is she giving these examples to us? Because it has happened.
Yes, it
no
has.
excuses accepted. If you violate the rules, you're going to be forced to appear in person in court. If you are at work, you will need to tell your employer that you need to take an early break. You need to find a quiet place. You need to find a stationary place. So the person who is under Tina Williams, who's walking in the black outfit, the gentleman here, you need to find a location and you need to find a stable location. When you with your videos, what ends up happening is everyone on this end gets nauseous because there's constant movement. So you need to find a stable location.
Yes, ma'am. I just got out the restroom. Sorry about that.
Yes, no one wants to go to the restroom with you. What is your name?
No one wants to go.
Marty Perkins. I just don't have no phone, so I have to use my mother's cellular device.
All right, you need to find a stable location, and everyone knows that this court Zoom is at 9 a.m. and court is at 9 a.m. So whatever you should have taken care of with regards to personal hygiene should have been done before you came on the Zoom screen.
All right, now speaking of that, we have an update from one we've done a few days ago, where the gentleman was caught on court. I believe it was actually with Mike and Ben Bailey, if I remember correctly. where the individual was caught wearing nothing more than boxers on stream, and therefore forced to appear in live court rather than Zoom, even though he bitched and moaned, saying that he had active warrants, so he wasn't going to. Here we go. We're speeding up a little bit just to get to that particular case. So audio will return to normal here in just a moment. So just a few seconds while we get there. And be just a few seconds here, guys. All right, here we go. Right. Let me make sure.
All right, Ms. Bloomster, I've signed your motion to withdraw. You are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have
You're
a good
welcome.
day.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, am I where we need to be? Let's see.
And everyone, the court is breaking at exactly 12 p.m. because I have another meeting at 12. So anything that's not completed by 12, well, I should say 11:59, it's coming back at 2.
Meaning you. Thought we were good. Maybe we weren't.
Have
Okay.
filed, that's the motion to revoke on Leticia Serrato. It's cause number 2021 CR 1786. All right, we're going to come back on February 24th.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you're excused. All right, Ms. Serrato, we'll see you back on February 24th.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Norma L19 can go back. Mr. Edmonds on Mr. Briggs.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you said that the state made a new offer?
Correct. They made an offer before, Judge, prior to us getting all the discovery. We have all the discovery now. The offer is still the same that they made previously.
And does your client,
Thank you, Judge.
David Woodard?
Good afternoon, Judge. I have Ruben Garcia. He was on your trial docket, and I believe he still wants a jury trial.
We have to send Mr. Garcia back because Mr. Garcia came on Zoom and he was trying to procure a date with Ms. Guzman.
Okay.
So we'll be back on the 24th. If you can speak to him that this is not the time for him to try to pick up dates on Zoom.
January 24th?
No, February 24th.
February 24th?
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Judge, and I'll let him know.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Bye. Hi, Scott.
Hello, Judge.
Hi, your client is not here.
Okay.
So I'm going to make
Surprise, you're
a
shocked.
decision on his
No Pants Boy is a no-show.
violation report.
So let's hear his list of
And
charges.
let me find his violation report. Do you know where your client is? Is he planning to join us or not join us?
Well, I know he would love to and wants to, but he's got warrants out of County Court 6 for really the same violations, but that court was not as understanding as you were in giving him a second chance, so they had already increased the bonds and he couldn't afford it, and he has sole custody of his 11-year-old daughter and just could not afford to go into custody, Judge.
Okay. You know, he probably could have come in and solved it. People try to handle things on the back end, which is never.
I don't know how he could have solved. I don't know how he could have solved County Court 6's warrants,
Who is the judge in 6?
Christian. I tried already.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know when they pick up your client.
I'm hopeful that that won't be the case, that I'll be able to turn him into you at some point in the very near future.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
Now that's a good attorney.
All right. We can go off the record. Who did you bring to court with you?
My baby mama and my mother.
All right. The mother of your child. Remember, that's what I say in this court, right? So you brought the mother of your child and who else?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yes, ma'am.
And your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
19.
All right, so you're 19 years old. You just made your life more difficult than it had to be. You were on deferred adjudication. All you had to do was follow the rules, right?
Yes, ma'am. I already know.
And so now your mom is disappointed. You're breaking your mom's heart. You're breaking the mother of your child's heart. You're breaking your child's heart. You're going to have to do better. So when you're released from prison, you need to make up your mind that you're going to be a person that your child can look up to and a person that your mom will be proud of.
Yes, ma'am, most definitely.
All right, because at the end of the day, and I'm sure your mom has told you this, mom is always going to love you. Mom always going to be here for you, but may not like what you're doing. So change your ways so you won't be disappointing your mom and leaving her in tears, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that advice, too.
All right, you have a good one. And Deputy...
See, and that's just a representation of how that judge is. So to claim that she's an evil or vindictive judge is definitely not the case. No, Chili, I refuse to cover you tonight. Seriously, I do refuse to cover you tonight. So let's go ahead and have some fun with some First Amendment auditors, aka frauditors, trying to barge their way into a building.
Video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, kids, should I pull my balls out? That's not what I told you.
What the fuck?
Say, Terry, now let's try this again. And remember, kids, it's one education at a time.
Just saying, whoever you hired to do that animation, you need a refund because that thing is horrendous.
Hey guys, Central Metro Audits. We are back at the Colorado Department of Employment because they were locking us out last time. That's a fire code violation. Also, that law that they have posted that says no recording actually never even passed in 2016. So that's illegal for them to have that sign trying to keep us out. So I'm here, of course, with Donut Hole. Got Sweet Tea with me today. The Police 719 and Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's the one that did all the research on the law and the fire code.
Sorry, I couldn't catch their name. All I heard was unemployed idiot number 2, unemployed idiot number 3,
and so forth. I agree with you.
So we are back.
Alert, you are stupid. Got it.
So here is the law. Some of you guys saw that last time. That was never even a law. Never passed.
Bring it.
We're gonna have to wait till somebody has an appointment for them to open the door. It's gonna be one of those things.
And the office is still open, so you guys can see office hours.
So that's your strategy. You're gonna wait for someone to have an appointment, and then you're just gonna barge in. Yeah, let's see how that goes for you.
So should I do the thing that I did last time and just sit here and ring the bell constantly? Alright guys, so they're going to deny us access in here again, so I'll just sit here and ring the bell.
In other words, you'll sit there and be a jackass.
What's up, John?
Guys, you cannot record here.
Sir, that's not true.
I told you. You cannot record on the state property.
The cops were here last time, they didn't do anything.
Do you have an appointment?
We need to come in, John. We have an
Okay, do you have an appointment?
We don't have an appointment.
Okay, you can't come in. If you need to come in for an appointment
It's a fire code violation for you to be locking
then
these
you
doors.
need to schedule an appointment.
It's a fire code violation for you to lock this. Oh, smashing my foot.
Get your foot out of the way. Dude, what the heck?
Oh, my foot.
Oh, baby.
No, but in all seriousness, why the hell did you put your foot there? You're such an idiot.
Too bad it didn't have no mechanical grade.
Yeah.
To smash it to smithereens.
Oh. That guy John's a punk ass, dude.
Damn.
Smash my foot.
Smash my foot in the door, guys.
In other words, you are a fucking idiot, guys.
This guy's trying to still say that there's no recording. When the cops came last time and didn't do a thing to us, said that we're allowed to record here. He still wants to pull that card that we can't record on state property.
Yeah, they didn't tell you anything, but you still didn't make it inside. I just edited that video, so I remember very well.
Yeah, and I watched it this morning. That's why I'm sharing this update.
So we're gonna file complaints on this guy John now because that's bull.
Yeah. You could have totally done you for that. Call the fire department.
He doesn't have the authority to put hands on anyone.
No.
He's a security guard. His job is to observe and report. That's it. He can't touch members of the public.
Unbelievable.
He kicked my foot out.
Unbelievable. Not assault or battery. They consider it harassment. Yeah.
In Colorado, it's harassment. Yeah. So we're gonna sit here and ring this bell a whole bunch of times.
Battery?
Yeah, there's no battery. It's considered harassment in Colorado law.
Okay.
What you're doing is harassment.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's security officer.
Yes, and each of those taps you're hearing is the idiot ringing the
Idiot
bell.
in the back can't even put two words together. Like, what the hell is going on? These people must have an IQ of 40 combined.
I was gonna say a full whore.
It would be harassed. It's going to fall out of Okay, Colorado 9111 says harassment, kick, strike, or shove. He just kicked you.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Are you okay with that? Okay. I
What do you think I do for a living?
Huh?
What do you think I do for a living?
Okay, so we also have Ghost Rider with us today, you guys.
No, it says ring bell once. This is a lot more than once.
Unnecessary. That is violence. That's what you call escalation, not de-escalation. Where? You sit there at the wall?
Is he on the phone?
Should we call the cops on him since he attacked you? No. Yeah, we don't call.
We don't call the cops because we can't trust the cops to do their job correctly, right? So we call the cops on them. They could potentially assault us. They'll call the cops on us.
5 frauditors try to get into a building. 1 gets a foot injury. How many are left? 5, because they have nothing else better to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10. They multiply.
They're gonna come and we're gonna have another top conversation with them. And if the cops do come, then I'm gonna see what they're gonna do about Mr. John over here who likes to kick people.
Yeah, that was.
Hopefully I get to give that boy some Krispy Kreme donuts. That's what.
Unbelievable.
Was that the same guy from last time?
Same guy from last time. John the hall monitor.
John Hallmark?
John, the guy who has a job.
To get in control.
be a great cop.
He'd be a great cop.
Yep.
If somebody like that was to be like a dictator, that's how tyranny happens. Tyrannical right there. That's the type of personality that would be like Kim Jong-un type of person.
Yes.
You have no fucking clue.
So because he didn't let you into a building you have no business in, now you're comparing him to the leader of North Korea. These guys have no idea how good they have it here. This is honestly ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
The person with the keys is in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And say has a heart attack or passes out, and then a fire starts, they won't be able to find him or find the keys to be able to get out. I mean, there's so many scenarios that could go wrong with that.
Karen, you're completely out of place. Just go back home. You have no business here.
That's why she's Karen.
How's it going, man?
Something strange about you.
There's John the hall monitor, likes to assault members of the public. You're a disgrace, bud. Disgrace. Do better. Unacceptable. You don't put your hands on members of the public. What's wrong with you?
You need to leave and quit it.
I'm not going to leave anywhere. What's your name?
It doesn't matter. My name is Ron Meeks. I'm the facilities director.
Do you know this guy put my hands on me, kicked me?
You were trying to get in the door. That's
Yeah, this
not
is my building. I'm allowed in here. It's a fire code.
No,
It says right.
Did he just say that's my building?
Yes, the idiot
Dude, what are
did.
you talking about? You've never spent $1 in taxes.
Right there. Keep doors locked, unlocked during business hours. Tell your freaking dog to put him on a leash. You don't touch members of the public. His job is to observe and report, not assault members of the public. Disgrace. Do better. Disgrace in there.
You said you were trespassing, huh?
Go ahead. Try to trespass me. You can't trespass me from public property.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, kick me. What's wrong with you, John?
I'd
never do that out on the streets without that badge in there.
I'd ship them
Come try it out on the
tasers.
streets over here. You gonna kick me?
Whoa, watch out. We have a big tough guy over here. This guy wouldn't last 2 seconds in the fight.
I'd ship the boys some tasers. And now we get the good guys, the cops.
Last time we had District 6 show up here. Hey, are you guys over?
Pardon me? We just had to let a customer in around these guys. But this one has stuck his foot in the door. My guard said, you can't come in without clearance. And they seem to have an issue with that. But they're interfering with customers. They're filming our employee exit doors, like they're watching for them, that kind of thing. So they just need to be dealt with.
Okay, so they have a right to film. They have the right to be on property. Actually, you guys can come in here and. Can we come in here? No, you can't come in. Okay. It's employment only, but we can come in. So I'll bring one of you guys in. Because it's actually a fire code for them to lock the doors during business hours. Right, says right there above your head. Doors are to remain unlocked during business hours. It's a fire code violation.
Well, there you go. Straight from the police officer's mouth. You can film from the outside, but you can't come in. Just like last time. So obviously you didn't learn anything. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And thank you to everybody that was on yesterday's live stream. It was quite a blast.
Yeah, I was more than happy to be there for you.
Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video.
More than happy to be there. Alright, let's handle a subset Karen with our good friend Toads. Cue your opening. Oh man, he overthinks it. There he goes. Talk to us, Tones.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. Today we're going to be taking yet another journey to the far side of the world to watch a sovereign citizen Karen get arrested. Very slowly, I might add.
I don't have to give you a reason.
Legally you do.
No, I don't.
Do you have any ID?
No, I don't.
Do you know how to turn your phone sideways?
No, you
No,
don't.
I don't.
No surprise there.
Yeah, she's filming in up and down mode.
Well, the issue is you are committing an offense.
No, we're not committing an offense. That's my opinion!
Okay.
Which law is that? It's a Commonwealth offense. Okay? Which one? It's Commonwealth law. Can you show me that one? No, I don't need to show you. I just informed you.
It's actually not Commonwealth law.
You don't know what you're talking about right now.
Okay. Well, either way, you are required to provide your details.
No, I am not. I know what I'm talking about. I would not be arguing with you, sir.
You're a sovereign citizen and a Karen. All you know how to do is argue.
I'm telling you the facts. I don't need to give you anything. Have I committed a crime?
Yes.
It's a criminal matter now for not wearing a mask.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Will you arrest us?
Technically.
You can?
Until we can confirm ID.
Okay. We're not prepared to give you ID.
Oh yes, I perish the thought that I obey the law.
We're going to have to place you under arrest if you don't give us ID.
Say that again?
We're going to have to place you under arrest if you do not give us ID.
And what's your name, sir?
My name's Jared.
Thank you. Okay. Can I have your details in writing, please? And I would like your numbers and the place of work.
We'll get that. I'll just have a chat to my side. Give me one
Thank
second. I'll
you.
explain what's going on.
No worries.
It is a $200 ticket.
Whatever you want to do, you do.
Wear a mask.
But I do not consent.
You don't consent to what he's about to do right after you just said he can do what he wants to do.
Is this just a genetic thing with you? Is it congenital? Did your mother drop you on your head when you were a baby?
If you do, arrest us, we will be suing you for armed kidnapping.
Oh, there's a big surprise!
Thank you,
The offence
Jafar.
of today is because you are not wearing your mask in a public place.
Yeah.
Which came into effect from midnight last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
It's
you've
not a
committed an
law.
offence.
It is just a ruling.
Because you've committed an offence,
Yeah.
you are required by law
Yeah.
to provide your details.
No. No, I haven't committed an offence. Which offence is that?
Not wearing a mask in a public place. Which is a $200 that came out just a few hours ago. Which is the offence started. Can you prove that? Because the onus is on you to prove that it's actually an offence. The onus is on us to enforce the offence. Yes. Okay. And I'm telling you, it is an offence. Okay. That is enough. So you don't make any exceptions. That is enough. Pardon? You don't make any exceptions. No, we do. We use discretion. We use discretion. No, we use discretion. But your attitude has been horrible, and you guys are committing.
Horrible.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been telling you what it is. I haven't been horrible. I haven't sworn at you. I haven't been nasty.
Okay. And I've told you the law. Concerns as to why you can't use a mask, then that's fine. But that's not what you provided us with today. Yeah.
Okay.
So you've had no reason to not wear a mask.
Right.
Place. What about not knowing about it? No, you haven't stated that at all. You said you guys it came out last night. All right. Yes. There's no exception to that. It's an irrebuttable fact. Is that
Okay. You're going to have to wait until I get my lawyer.
It's nice to know that it's not just America where people are idiotic enough to try to argue their case there on the roadside rather than, I don't know, in a court of law.
So yeah, because you have committed an offence today and you are required by law to state your name and address and you are refusing to provide your details, you are under arrest for that until we can confirm ID.
Okay. So how are you going to confirm ID?
Well, there's several ways. We can take you back to the police station. We can make inquiries there.
How would you take us back there?
Sorry?
How would you take us back
We'll just
there?
come up for a unit, get a divisional van coming out here.
I could drive there.
Good, because you're under arrest.
Oh, we're under arrest.
You're under arrest
Now?
the minute that I inform you that you're under arrest.
Sorry?
You're under arrest from the minute that I inform you that you're under arrest, which I did that several minutes ago.
So we are under arrest.
To confirm ID. Yes.
Really?
Seriously, lady, do try to keep up.
Confirm ID.
So we
Did
do
you
not
ever refuse to do
consent
that?
to be taken.
Guess what? We don't care.
We do not consent to be taken anywhere. If you're saying that we're under arrest, can you tell me exactly for what reason again?
I feel like we've been here before. Have we been here before?
You're right, Frieza. We
are
have been.
required by law to state your name and address so that we can confirm ID. You have refused to state that.
But that's not a law. I don't have to give you my details. I'm just a citizen walking around, and at this point, your job is to make sure that we are safe. And I can see you carrying guns, both of you.
Yes.
So you are now, I'm fearing for my life.
Nobody cares.
Nobody.
And you need to shut up.
Okay.
How?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a divisional van to come out here, and we'll transport you back to the police station. We'll check your photos on the system and see if that recognises anything, and until we can confirm ID. Okay.
Right.
Do you have any questions?
I do not consent to that, and I will be suing you personally.
Yeah.
And you personally. Not your departments, they'll hear about it, but you will both be personally sued for $60,000 each.
Okay.
And he will be suing you for $60,000 each.
Well, good luck with that.
Do you want to continue?
Yes.
You want to continue?
Yes.
Great. Let's go.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's where the video ends, but I think it's safe to assume that Miss Sovereign Citizen Karen went to jail. It's funny that that script can make its way around the world, and what a surprise, it still doesn't work. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what country you live in. Being an idiot is still being an idiot, and breaking the law still gets you arrested. But then again...
No, I don't think you're overthinking it, Tones. I don't think you're doing so. At least, though, we are getting to a point now where we're timing out rather than being beefed by that. A little more power, we may be able to pull it off. Alright. Let's see, we've got an auditor with a extremely weird complaint. They love to file complaints. But when we run into one that's, well, weird, it's just interesting. Okay? So let's have some fun with this one, shall we? Ah, sorry. Hit the wrong button. There we go.
Officer Heater.
Yes, sir.
And you're his supervisor?
Yes.
First of all, why can I not speak to the highest ranking official on duty?
Well, we do, just like any business, there's kind of like a tiered thing. So you don't just walk in and ask for whoever
But
you
if
want.
he's on duty, I should be able to speak to a public official upon request from a citizen.
It's called a chain of command, you asshole.
But you're not the highest person on duty. You know what I'm saying? I think is that not a dereliction of duty for...
No, you don't walk into, say, Disney and immediately get to talk to Michael Eisner.
Somebody to be like, hey, I don't want to go speak to this person, even though the citizen requested the watch commander. I requested the watch commander. You're not the watch commander. Is that not a dereliction in duty?
No.
It's not? Okay, I'll figure it out.
Hell to the no. Really, this guy brought in a laptop. You haven't heard of using a cell phone to show video? Yeah, this guy brought in a fucking laptop to try to show his video. So far, I see absolutely nothing wrong.
Okay, so if you don't mind, could you not report them?
Well, how would you would have handled this situation if somebody told you I don't want to be recorded, I'm recording, you know I have a right to record.
You would stop recording.
So you're asking about how the people, the ladies, I guess it was in the...
No, I'm asking how would you would have...
No. So we're not going to turn it into what would I do. We're going to talk about this. This is your complaint, right?
Right, but I'm trying to see what would have been the correct way to handle this situation.
Did she? I don't know what happened.
Okay, all right, I'll play it for you.
Not going so well for this ass hat. But let's continue.
All right, so he said they don't feel comfortable.
Okay. Have you heard of the First Amendment? So these people don't feel comfortable with you recording that. And so what is your job to do in this situation? Protect these people? Your job is to inform them of my rights. Okay, but they don't want you to record them. So are you a law enforcement or are you feelings enforcement? I'm sorry? Are you law enforcement or are you in feelings enforcement? Okay. Do you not think that what people have going on matters? Does what they're got going on trump my rights? So you just don't care about what people think or feel? Do their feelings trump my rights?
I'm asking you a question. You haven't answered my question yet.
I don't answer questions.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, in that case, sit tight here.
Do you think that was the correct way to go about that?
Yes.
There's many different ways to go about it.
How would you have
Politeness.
handled it?
Oh, I'm sorry?
How would you have handled that?
Again, I'm not going to do the...
But you're his supervisor, so
I
I'm
know.
trying to find out if this is something that you normally, this is his normal practice for Khalil.
If you want me to watch the entire video,
This is the gist of one of the portions of the complaint that I have. That's it right there.
you're complaining on...
This is a portion of one of my complaints that I have.
So it looks like this officer is just like, wait, that's your complaint? Like nothing illegal took place. The officer wasn't rude. He just simply asked, hey, these people that we have, at this gas station that we're talking to would like you not to record them. Because they could be recording them for, it's probably to throw on YouTube, but they could be getting their driver's license information, anything that's said between the officers and the people. They're just like, they're not comfortable with you recording. And he wants to go on his whole First Amendment spiel, which is fine. But it's like, they're not asking, hey, can you please not record the officers? Like, hey, these people who we have pull over, they don't really want you. And then he throws a hissy fit, and now he's there to file a complaint. And I'm assuming it's a sergeant at this point. It's just like, yeah, nothing happened. Like, this would be stupid to even try to file a complaint on.
Beyond stupid. But let's continue, Kfar.
So you don't. How would you handle that?
So I'm not gonna debate what happened.
Do you think that was okay for him to do that?
I'm not gonna debate that. If you want me to watch the entire video, then I'll make an informed decision. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch snippets and then you ask a question.
All right, let's watch the whole thing then.
Cop is not playing this idiot's game.
It's only about another 2-3 minutes. So he
shut up.
the whole stop.
Are you about to go solicit a trespass?
And goes into the store.
Hey, that's a 7-Eleven. I want a 7-Eleven.
To go into the store and ask them if they want me to leave? Soliciting a trespass?
This auditor is running after.
I'm asking you, is it a crime? So it's not a crime? Is that something that you guys practice?
You asking me to leave now? What's the reason?
Because you're an idiot.
Ask any person to leave. So at this time, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the property. That includes the entire parking lot.
All right. Thank you. So you soliciting trespasses today? I got you, Officer Peter. I will be filing a complaint on you. Listening trespasses today? I got you, Officer Peter. I will be filing a complaint on you.
That's basically it right there.
Okay. So, your question is how would I handle it? Again, I'm not going to debate that. We all handle things differently.
You think it was okay for him to do that?
I'm not going to debate that because if this is...
Are you his supervisor?
Yes, I am. But if you're filing a complaint, then it needs to go higher up. I'm not going to...
And that's the whole reason why I wanted to speak to the watch commander.
It's not going to just be the watch commander. When complaints get filed, they go to IA.
Like I said, there's multiple things from this same guy. From this same guy. And you say he's a good cop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that resemble good cop behavior?
Yes.
I don't see that he did anything illegal.
Thank you.
Things different.
Is that something that you guys practice on regularly, soliciting trespasses? So no, y'all don't practice that?
That's not a practice.
What about informing the citizens of their rights, my right to record? Is that something that he could have done?
You know what? I'm glad you said that because that falls in the same line with him asking them, do y'all want him on your property recording?
Mm-hmm.
That's their right.
That's not what he asked, though.
Listen,
he solicited the trespass. And I left.
Okay, so again, that's the same
but
principle.
For him to solicit that, is that something that y'all normally practice?
So in the way of people call us out for, say, loud noise. And then we go, okay, dude, be quiet. He's like, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then we ask him, well, do you want to press start? Is that soliciting?
What do you mean?
I'm soliciting.
Yeah, he committed a crime.
Because I asked him, hey, he's bothering you. He's disturbing your peace or whatever. And now.
But he committed a
now I go
crime.
over and ask them,
I didn't
hey,
commit
do
a
you want
crime.
him warned of criminal trespass? Do you want him warned or removed from your property or whatever?
Mm.
That's considered soliciting still, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't.
By the letter of the word solicit.
Because he committed a crime.
Well, see, you're trying to say it's because of something they did. No, you're talking about he solicited.
Mm-hmm.
It's regardless of what that person did. I'm talking about the word you're using. He solicited that.
Yeah.
So.
Poor auditor getting slapped down.
Point of, is that something we practice? In a manner of sense, yes, we do. Because if we get called out to stuff, or we're out dealing with stuff, we try to remedy stuff by making people go their separate ways.
Yeah.
Without having to go to the point of people going to jail.
Okay.
Not everybody needs to go to jail.
Right.
Especially not for something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stop right there.
Good. Okay.
You just see that this he tries to make everything a way bigger deal than it is, and to my knowledge, which again, not a lawyer,
he's making mountains out of molehills.
That happened in that entire video that he just showed was
nothing.
Illegal. The officer was nothing but polite. He was looking out for the people at the traffic stop.
Yes.
Nothing illegal took place. I don't know why this guy's all worked up.
Because he's butthurt.
It says part 2. I'll try to keep digging for part 1, but I haven't found it yet. And also, I thought it was really funny that even in the guy's, on his laptop when he was pulling up the video, he had this video labeled Tyrant Alert. It's like, bro, you clearly don't know what a tyrant is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this.
I'll save you right here, K-Far. Don't bother looking for part 1, because that Tyrant Alert is part 1.
Today's going to be I'm going to drink 3 pots of coffee and make like 20 videos tonight, so bear with me for the next couple days, because I'm going to be absolutely toast, being exhausted. But yeah, everybody have a good rest of your week. Peace.
Others, you'll have some good content for me. I like that. Okay. That sounds good. I like toast. I haven't made toast in a while. Maybe I should. Alright, let me get off of that. Alright, well, let's do an auditor idiot trying to get around poster
hey guys,
7.
K-Far, welcome back. Professionally. Watch a little bit. So you don't agree with it. So you believe it's unconstitutional. Congratulations on making yourself look like a moron.
Yes. So let's begin in the post office.
He's going to several times go over to poster 7 and look at it. Not read it. But you guys will be able to see what it says and how he's fucking up.
And the next time he does, I will stop real quickly and read it to y'all, because of course we're audio based.
I missed it. Let's go back.
Don't worry, his camera
Like
work was
yesterday's
so
video, it showed poster 7.
terrible. You can't even tell.
This one shows it again. It looks like it's an older version just of where it's located. It's poster 7 from August 2007, which I believe is an updated one. So it should be an updated one. But for the most part, it says the same thing. You guys can read it because I'm not going to fumble over words on the old interweb. But basically, from the gist of it, can't do what he's claiming to be able to do. And he'll come back and point to it several times. And he's just an idiot.
He an idiot.
I beg your pardon? You're recording.
whatever my eyes can see. Some B-roll footage that I possibly might put on.
For him being epically stupid.
I don't want to be recorded. Beg your pardon? I don't want to be recorded. You shouldn't engage somebody with a camera then, sir.
Yeah.
You didn't turn around, you idiot.
Public, I can say whatever it's for, huh?
Before he goes, oh, if you didn't want to get recorded, you shouldn't have said anything to me. Well, sir, you already recorded his face prior to him speaking to you. So, well, that's a fucking lie.
Okay.
I believe it's legal to report somebody when they don't want to be recorded.
Beg your pardon?
I do believe it's illegal to report somebody.
It is.
In public?
When they ask you not to.
Yeah, we're in public, sir. Alright? You engaged me, remember that, alright, sir?
You keep panning back just to get his face over and over again, just to prove that you can be an asshole.
Alright, so we're gonna jump. You see this guy seems to be calling the police.
Anything about that camera right there?
And there they are with the security camera bullshit.
So he makes the point that a lot of us who make these videos point out that he's recording all of their security measures. Which, I mean, it's a post office. It's not like a military base, but the concept still applies here as it does there. They have security cameras, they have all these things, and you're videotaping them, getting a feel of where they were as if you were casing the place. I don't know who would want to rob a post office, but these guys aren't exactly...
Yeah, it's not a Krispy Kreme. There's not no good donuts there.
But yeah, he tried to... Well, what about that camera? Well, sir, that camera's up there, making sure I don't get robbed, making sure the post office doesn't get robbed. You've admitted to saying, oh, this is probably going to be some B-roll footage for a thing that I'm going to publish. That's completely two different things. Some dipshit in their community has a word for it. Basically just means self-surveillance. That's what this guy's trying to do. He sets the narrative for that, where the eye in the sky is completely unbiased. It's just up there recording everything, where the guy with the camera is going to point his camera where his narrative fits the best.
And edit
like I said,
the video.
We're not going to watch this whole video.
Thank God.
I think it's around 20 or 18 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'd pull my hair out by
He gets kicked
then.
out of the building. And here we go.
Thank you.
Hey, spot on. We actually have a citizen that is understanding what I'm doing out here. And you guys...
Being an asshole.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking B-roll footage of trying to get... Hey, that's very... Hey, sir. Sir, that's very nice of what you're doing. We appreciate that, sir. We appreciate that. Thank you, sir. And how are you guys doing with practicing PPE?
Pretty good.
We are?
I wish I had some, man.
So, man, it seems like you're kind of understanding. If I can get 2.8 seconds of your time.
I'm here, aren't I?
Come on, man.
Run the clock.
Come on. Let's get 2.8 seconds of your time. Here you go, man. Thank you. Come on, man.
And the idiot's running over to Poster 7 like it's his lapdog.
There he is again.
Here,
Not
Bubba boy.
reading it, just showing you.
Here, puppy dog, puppy dog, puppy dog.
If you can't, there you go, there you go. Here, check out my Instagram stuff.
We're going to skip past this because
It's the Bro Association
we're just
Society.
skipping past it. Not anything happens. He handed him a business card with all of his personal information on it. I'm not about that life, so we're going to skip it.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you wouldn't need to waste your supervisor's gas and resources to come here, and all you have to do is walk and talk to them and say, hey, this gentleman's right. Look at the rules and regulations. Why am I wasting his resources? Thank you. God bless you, ma'am.
Stop
We have citizens out here that
pushing
actually understand that our rights are not
this moron's ego.
Well, I'll put it this way. Who called the police on you guys? Before we leave,
God.
I want to get the report number on who called the police. I want that report number on that call. I'll get a FOIA request if I need to, or if you guys can give me that incident report number. You do have that, right?
The what?
The incident report number?
I do have an incident number.
Okay, I'm going to get that before we leave. All right, I'm going to make sure I get that because the person that called the police on me, I might want to press charges on them.
Press charges on the person that called you.
Called the police on
you?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's how this works.
I love false
You understand
litigation.
why I would want to do that, right?
Just please explain, sir.
It's almost like filing a fake, how can I say this? Calling the police, wasting resources on someone that has not done anything wrong, right? So therefore, they're coming.
You did everything wrong from the second you woke up till now.
Me. In the meanwhile, while you guys are getting called out there on me. I've dealt with you guys before. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I am.
Yes, the blooming idiot in town.
I don't know who you are either.
Okay.
That same argument. Oh, I have a YouTube channel. Every cop in the world must know who I am. Like, calm down, bud.
That's why I asked your name.
Maybe you guys don't know who I am, and maybe that's a good thing. But today, we are going to learn.
Yes, this guy is called Stupid People is him.
We're really just waiting for the supervisor to show up.
Can you get the report number while you're waiting?
Let's see.
Pretty much you can talk to my supervisor about that you want the case number.
Okay,
2,
here we go.
3, officer for a man with a camera. We got no other things to do in Prince William County, it seems like.
No, we have to deal with you, the idiot of the universe.
Possibly in Virginia, maybe? So this is the supervisor. They're just filling him in on what the fuck is going on.
Hey, this is the asshole. He's over there. He's an asshole.
That's all I'm doing. No, they can't, sir.
Another bad prediction.
They're wasting resources, sir. You know what happens when they call the police typically on people, right?
You might hurt somebody that needs the police right now. So think about that.
Hey, you know what, sir? Then.
That's all I gotta say. I ain't got nothing else to say, so that's all
Okay,
I gotta say.
and we'll end it like that. You have a great day, sir. I haven't gave it, sir. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Badge number is 1683. My name is First Sergeant Brad Kavner. I work out of the Garfield Station. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Cool. Can you tell me what's going on?
I was doing a legal protected constitutional activity. It's out here filming. It seems like people didn't want to be engaged with my camera. They don't mind the other 5 cameras that are in there as well.
Inside the building, or were you outside the building?
I was in and out, sir.
Okay.
I tried to tell the postmaster there's rules and regulations of Poster 7 that allows us to do this.
No,
He did not want to look at it. I advised your both officers about the rules and regulations. They didn't want to come in and take a look at it as well.
Okay.
While I was coming in here to gather my stamp, which I do still have a receipt for, even if I didn't need to buy anything, I still can be out here filming. I had people come up to me and say, why am I filming? I didn't engage them, sir. They engaged me. I don't know why else you guys would be called here, sir.
Okay.
So, and that's where we're at right now. If you don't mind, sir, I could take a look at the Poster 7 that allows me to do this.
Poster 7?
Yes.
Why don't you just explain to me what that is right now before we walk over there?
It allows me to basically film anything in the corridors, walkway entries in the building as
Sure,
well.
let's go look at it.
All right, I appreciate.
So I believe what this officer just did after this guy lied to him about Poster 7 and then tried to make the false comparison between a security camera and him filming people from this far away. But I believe this officer just tried to say, hey, explain to me what Poster 7 is. I don't think he knows anything about Poster 7, but he's trying to see if he's lying about what Poster 7 says.
Appreciate it. I didn't know why it takes a supervisor for 2 other people to take a look at it.
Well, I asked them. I wanted to come up and meet you.
And they haven't. I asked them 6 times, sir, to take a look. I'm sorry, I'm lying. Now it's 5.
Oh, you lying
I didn't
second
want to
shit.
waste your resources coming out here, sir.
Yes, you did.
And this is really disgusts me. People wear gloves and they just leave them in the parking lot. Where's our manners at? After
That's
you guys.
rich.
Yeah,
That's
that's
rich
gonna.
coming from a guy like this.
You following in too, Mr. Garcia? So you can get. You're gonna stay out. You don't want to learn today? Right over here, sir. And these are the rules and regulations of what we're allowed to do. If you want to take a look at Poster 7, which allows us, look at the photography and news purposes over there.
Sure.
Oh, I do apologize about that, sir. Didn't see you there.
Well, I'm reading it here for you. It says that photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order or rule. So based off of that first paragraph, it says it has to be for news purposes or auditoriums when used for public meetings.
Yes.
And the catch is, it says, unless prohibited by official signs, security force personnel, or other authorized personnel. Now, I'll check with the postal inspector, but I'm pretty sure he's going to meet that definition of other authorized personnel.
Alright, so authorized personnel and all that, that's being like, I can't film behind those doors.
Nope. Nope.
It's saying photographs for news purposes may be taken in interest, obviously, except where it's meaning you can take the pictures, except where it's saying
I cannot.
Correct, by either a sign, a security force, or another authorized personnel. So a sign can tell you you're not allowed to take photographs on this property. An authorized personnel can tell you that, or a security force.
Okay, and the reason why I'm still going to stay in here and take pictures is because those policies don't trump my First Amendment.
Wrong!
The First Amendment allows me. I'm the freedom of the press. I'm allowed
You are not.
So, if you didn't catch what just happened,
Press.
he just said, well, you're wrong. And this guy says, okay, well, since you called my first bluff about poster 7, I'm going to change the goalposts. Say now it's about the First Amendment.
in public videotape wherever I want, okay? Unless I am trespassing. The eyes cannot trespass. So
Where does the limit extend to?
Of me filming?
What if it was after hours?
Of course not. But we're still in hours here, sir. I mean, the only time I would not be allowed in here is if they're closed. Now, if he has that little gate open, that little door right there, the frame, I can stand right here and videotape. It's their job to cover everything up.
Well, I'm not going to get into a debate over what the First Amendment allows or doesn't. That's kind of up to the courts. I'm going to go after what their posted sign here says on their property.
Okay, so
which
then
says that another authorized personnel has the authority to tell you that you need to leave or stop photographing.
Okay, so then I'm gonna put you in a very tough situation, sir. I'm gonna stand here, or we can just put the cuffs on me right now. Those are the situations.
Please put the cuffs on him.
No, because then I'll put it this way. I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm done talking. I'm gonna give you two options. Brother, I'm gonna stand here in my building that you pay for as well, and everyone else in here, or we're gonna put the cuffs on me. I'm gonna reach in my pocket to get my other camera. I'm gonna set this down here. Yes, sir.
We're going to mute it for a hot second. We've already discussed this in several of the videos. The post office pays for everything through stamps and the other services it provides.
Yes.
Why lie?
Let me go get the postal inspector, because I want to make sure, in accordance with our Commonwealth's attorney policy, that we actually have the property owner and manager in presence. Can you come out here, please, sir? Are you the postal inspector for the...
No, supervisor, sir.
You're a supervisor? Are you the highest ranking supervisor working here right now?
Yeah, the postmaster is in there.
He's what?
He's in there. The postmaster is in there.
Can you have him come out here, please?
This officer is crossing his T's and dotting his I's for this.
Yes, he is, because he wants to have fun. And make sure that this asset has zero room to squiggle.
If you want, you can be at
Nope.
I'm just saying you don't have to hold your arms up all the time.
Yeah, of
So when
course.
confronted with the truth, act like a child, the old auditor go-to.
Yep.
You could also, if you want, you could just be casual.
He doesn't know how to
Well,
be
he's gotta
casual,
act
but
like
his
he's
life
more
depends
important
on
than
it,
you
Your
are.
Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Could the supervisor that was just there, could he have sufficed
Yes.
for the supervisor or, you know,
domestic violence, and you guys are still here, right?
he
Domestic
could have
violence, and you
worked
guys are still here wasting.
as authorized personnel.
I listen to the scanner all the time. And this time of me, you know what the highest rate is? Domestic violence and suicide rates. Right now, it's going on, and you guys are still here with me with the camera. You understand?
This is also
Kind of like whataboutism.
officers, even though they're at work, officers cannot stop domestic violence. They're not in everyone's houses all at the same time, waiting for something to pop off. Suicides, that's another thing. In very, very, very special circumstances, they could stop suicide. But most times, don't want to really talk about this, but this guy kind of brought it up. That's something that normally happens behind closed doors that officers have nothing to do with till after the fact. So this guy spouting all this nonsense, while it may be true, him saying, oh, you could be out there, they could be out there just waiting to get the call, yeah, but they can also be waiting to get the call while taking care of you. If something wild was to pop off, I'm pretty sure this city has more than 3 officers. They have more than 3 officers, and if it was a ridiculous incident where they needed someone, I'm pretty sure one of these people could stay behind and take care of this, and the other 2 could go. So this guy's just trying to do the whole,
what
oh,
about
well, that
it?
guy was speeding too, you should go take care of him instead of me. And it's like, just shut up, bro.
Danny, this is crazy. For domestic violence right now. But you guys are messing with me.
We're not messing with you. We got called here.
And I'm gonna get that report before I leave, sir. I want that incident number. I already asked Mr. Garcia for it. And this guy still hasn't stayed in my name. I'm gonna make it work.
Hi, how you doing, sir? My name's Sergeant Brad Caver. I'm with the Prince William County Police. We're just trying to stay in accordance with what our Commonwealth's attorney has asked us to do. We read your sign that was pointed out to us, the rules and regulations stating that filming or photography is allowed unless posted by a sign or security force and other authorized personnel. I asked for the highest ranking supervisor here in the building. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was told that you guys wanted to have this individual who's not chose to tell us his name identify himself. Is that true? Is that what you would like? Have him leave the property?
Yes.
Does that
So right now you're assessing a trespass. You are telling him to get me off.
That's not what was said, but again, you gotta lie to audit. He asked him if that's what, to his knowledge, that's what he wants to happen. He's just double checking.
I'm asking him if that's what he wants us to do.
Do
you not want him to trespass?
No, I don't want him no trespassing. Is this what happened?
So you want him trespassed and removed from the property and the curtilage thereof?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go, sir. This is the option I'm
Okay.
putting you in.
Well, sir, you've been informed.
I can't trespass the building that I own, and you own as well.
I'm just letting you know before we charge you with trespassing that you have been notified by the supervisor. I want to give exact house. Acting postmaster of this location. And he has told you he doesn't want you in the building or on the curtilage thereof in the presence of local law enforcement. So we're going to go ahead and do our job as we are instructed to do. You're more than likely to take up this dispute in court as you'll have a court date, and that's where you can contest based on the ideas that you have. Okay, and whether or not you feel it's a violation of your First Amendment rights, that's what the purpose of the trial is for.
I'm just gonna, sorry to cut you off, but I am gonna
That's
cut
fine.
you off. I hate when people say sorry to cut you off and they cut you off.
Understand.
Has he taken a look at his own rules and regulations?
I'm not. It's not my responsibility.
Sir, I'm just. Can I get your name, please? Okay, I'm gonna leave. Listen to this. I'm gonna leave the building on a threat, but I'm gonna let you know this is a public building. I'm gonna stand right here in public.
Well, I said the curtilage thereof, so it means anywhere it's the curtilage of the property.
So now you're kicking. So you're trespassing me from a public spot.
I'll tell you where. I can show you where the curtilage is.
No. I know that's. You know
I'm
what?
trying to help out.
No, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stay right here, sir. I'm gonna put you guys in this type of situation.
The curtilage is right here in the public sidewalk. You can still sit there and call the building all day long from there. The parking lot and the building itself.
I'm gonna put you guys in that type of situation, like I said earlier. Here we go. I'm not leaving.
So you're refusing to leave after being lawfully told by the property owner in the presence of local law enforcement that you want to stay on the property. Is that correct?
Sir.
I'm just asking if that's what you want to do.
If
you don't, you would be walking out with us
I want to stay on my building, the building that we pay for.
Okay.
Do you though?
Taxpayers pay for this building right here. You want to stay in it right now?
Yes.
After having been told by the supervisor of the
To
building.
leave my building, yes.
And by the local law enforcement in their presence. Do you want to go ahead and stay here?
Yes. To leave. This is my building, sir.
At this time, you would then be considered trespassing. Are you willing to leave the property?
I'm not willing to leave the property.
Are you
sir.
a Virginia resident?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay.
Not willing to leave this property. I'm going to put you in this type of situation.
Since you told me you're a Virginia resident, once we identify you, we can go ahead and release you on a summons.
I'm not.
If you're willing to comply and then leave the building.
I'm not willing to give you my name, sir. I haven't committed a
If
crime.
you're not willing to stop the act, we'll have to take you into custody and bring you before a magistrate. Do you understand that? Okay. I'll let you set your phone down so it doesn't get damaged at this point.
Go do it right out here, sir.
Sure, you can.
You guys know the rules and regulations. You know this is not right, sir.
Well, I'm acting on the rules and regulations as they have posted and as they have
Listen.
done.
Do you understand what I'm doing, sir?
I do. Yeah, I'm very familiar with this.
When you were an officer, you swore to uphold the Constitution. That's right.
correct.
All three of you guys, right? What I am doing is not wrong. Now I have to prove a point. Now I'm about to go to jail right now to prove a point, and I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what type of situation I've been in with you guys before. If not, you guys would be well aware of it. I've not committed a crime, sir.
Are you the individual that was arrested for wearing a mask out by County Complex?
You're exactly right, sir. You guys
I'm
know
well
exactly
aware of that.
who I am. You guys
Well, I
know
don't remember
exact-
your name, to be honest,
Okay,
off the top of
and
my
you guys
head.
know exactly what I do. All right?
Mhm.
I already have a letter from the chief stating that those two officers have done something wrong in that situation. I don't want to put you three in this situation. I really don't. Okay? And sir, and please, this is not like a threat that I'm taking it.
No,
I want to help all.
You can't make a threat and then just go, yeah, but that wasn't a
That
threat.
wasn't a threat.
Like, that's not how.
I'm threatening you. No, that wasn't a threat.
No, and
You think on a Friday I want to go sit in magistrate right now?
I hope not.
All right? No, I don't. But listen, I'm here to prove a point, and you guys are here to uphold the law, sir. And you've been very cordial with me. All three of you guys have.
I think, I think the main difference between the two examples you have before, the one where you were out on the open complex public grounds of the county complex, out there at the government center, that was an open and freely accessible sidewalk and public
And
area.
this is too, sir. Sir. You see where I'm going?
I see
this
where
is
you're going.
a federal building that taxpayers pay. I
But
don't want to put you in this situation,
It
sir.
is a federal building that taxpayers pay.
Okay,
but at
so
the same
then-
time, they have a sign posted, which you referred me to. You're the one who directed me
And
to.
that allows me to do this. You can't trespass somebody from public.
It allows you to do it unless restricted by authorized personnel.
There we go. All right.
So-
I think you guys are putting. Do you want to do this? I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I know you're the head one in charge. Think about this, sir. And this is not a threat. All right.
This
So,
is a
I'm
threat.
gonna let you guys know right now. I'm outside. I'm gonna walk back in there. All right. And if you guys want to solicit it.
I just want to give you some options, though, because if you want to just record the happenings of the post office, you can stand out there beyond the curtilage.
I'm going to videotape mine and your building and everyone else's building in here. I'm going to go back into my building.
Okay.
All right, sir?
So you're doing this to challenge the legality of their sign they have posted in there? Is that the reason you're doing it?
I'm making sure they know their rules and regulations. I already been here for almost an hour now, and I'm wasting resources like I told you. I just heard on your call.
Hey, at least you're honest. He's wasting resources.
40 minutes is not an hour.
No,
We
it
had
isn't.
The officer read the sign. The officer read the sign and interpreted it correctly. Auditors don't have a very high reading comprehension level. Read, interpreted. In the video yesterday, Auditing America read the first 2 lines of it and then forgot the rest existed.
Yeah.
I think this is what this guy did.
Read.
Read where he got the
Oh,
correct
I
answer for
forgot.
himself, where it fit his narrative, and then said, nope, I'm out. This officer read it in its entirety and said, yeah, they said you can't do it, so you gotta go. And now this guy is acting like he's king of shit and making threats.
And you guys know it, just like I told you guys inside there. Right now, since this quarantine's going on, the biggest calls that you guys are getting, suicides and domestic violence. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked at
Is that right? Majority of the calls. Stop playing with me. Yes. And where are we at now with me? So how about
the
this?
problem is, sir, so long as you're on the property and the property owner is wishing that you leave,
What's the difference between that property that's a public property and the property that I own over here?
You don't own it.
Come on, man. We shouldn't have to do this. And what's your name one more time, sir?
For Sergeant Bragg County.
We shouldn't do this, sir. I have no ill will, man. I haven't raised my voice. I have done everything to comply with what I'm doing.
No, you haven't.
Last time I'm going to say it. The manager has asked you to leave. He's the supervisor.
Get the fuck out. You are to get the fuck out.
Leave the curtilage of the building and go onto the public property down there. We're going to have to charge you for trespassing. If you are going to provide an idea and refrain from doing that further.
What is the ID? What is the ID going to do that's going to stop me from going inside the
The ID is not going to stop you from doing anything, but it allows us to release you on a summons if you show us that you're a Virginia resident and you're willing to stop the act, as opposed to going to jail. That's what the ID does.
Go to jail.
So if you're willing to show us your ID and no longer be on the property.
Am I detained? Am I being detained?
You're free to leave if you'd like to go.
And that means I'm free to stay.
No,
because he's told you have to leave.
You're telling if I'm not being detained.
You're not being detained by the police, but you're not free to be on this property. So you can either comply with the property owner's wishes and leave the property.
No,
or
stop saying sir. State it right.
The property manager, the supervisor of the post.
Our property.
Fine. The supervisor of the
property. Our property.
Okay, well, it's still the supervisor.
And it's mine, yours, his. That's some lady that just left here.
At this time, you're under arrest for trespassing. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
All right. At the end of this video, I did get arrested.
10 points program 703. That's the dipshit's name that doesn't understand anything. Like I've said before, post office is not funded by the government. Poster 7 read the way that the supervisor read it. It is what it is. This guy just can't read, apparently. It's only a minute, so there's not really like an update to this. I'll keep checking back on his channel because I've never heard of this guy before. But hopefully,
I hadn't either.
It was a little change up from yesterday, where Auditing America and Mr. Uniform.
I'll leave you with to handle the deal. We're running overtime here, so I've got to wrap up my particular show. Thank you, K-Farb. As that will bring Part B to a close, of course, Art Bell in the overnight with Night Terrors Part 2. Like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another. And, of course, it's always a great world to release the Krakens as we march along here from day one. Have a good evening. We'll see you in the overnight for